Hello everyone, I'm Seth and today I'll be showcasing the 3 new items from the March iteration of the Golden Gift Boxing. Now the first among them is an armor, the Spirit Protector, that's going to be a permanent mainstay in the Golden Gift Boxing Ultra Rare shop. Now it's a fire and ice compression armor that was created by Skullx, the winner of the Chinese New Year suggestion contest. It's based on the goat. This is the year of the goat, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a goat, a pretty awesome looking one at that. And its special skill is that it rams into your opponent and it causes them to get dazed and paralyzed. So I've been pretty lucky. I've managed to get paralyzed for 2 turns in a majority of the battles I've faced. Now, I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to be or whether I'm just intentionally lucky. And I just love the animation of the regular attack. I mean, you're basically shooting out a pulse from your eyes. Yeah, it looks pretty amazing, doesn't it? And the skill's got pretty good animation too, so on the whole, in case you don't plan on getting TeraSuul, this is your best bet. Now, the second item is the Logos Shield, which, I'm not mistaken, was a donation item back when those were a thing in Adventure Quest. Now, normally it's just an ordinary water shield with standard melee combat defenses and minus 25% to water. But if you click on it, you get a psionic barrier, according to what the description says, which is essentially a 15% boost to each of your combat resistances. Now this in most situations it's great because, as you can see, the monster I'm battling right now, he has no dexterity, so blocking against him is going to save me a ton of HP. But it's really not so much against regular monsters with who have dexterity or good accuracy. And what's worse is the fact that it takes up all of your mana SP regeneration. So that's 90 SP a turn. So you might want to have you won't be able to use miscs or guests without having SP already built up. But other than that, I think it's got a fair few number of opportunities where you can use it, and it's in the rare shop, so it's much easier to get compared to the other armor. Also, it's much better option in case you don't want to get the Sinmore's Guile, the shield, minus 26% resists, or in case you're a warrior and don't want to get the Celtic shield. Now, the final armor is, in my opinion, based on the Mindlock Orb. This one's called Warlick's Oblivion Sphere. Now, what it does is it gives a 45 boost to your intellect and your luck stats, so that's great in case you participate a lot in wars or you need something for farming. Now, the best thing about this is that it completely blocks out your opponent's mana points. As you can see, the Forest Demon has 0 MP. Now, I believe this cancellation or removal of mana for a turn is dependent on a save that the monster makes, but considering I have Fortify Int courtesy of this misc itself, it's probably dependent on a virtual stat, or maybe it's just a save, because it's not an infliction. I must say, this is got to be one of the most strategic items that have come out so far from the Golden Gift Box, and then the first misc item. And it's definitely worth it in case you are a hybrid or a mage, because 45 to each int and luck definitely pumps up your damage. Now, aside from that, I'm not really sure how how good the infliction rate is, so let's just take care of the fire demon and then we'll go on to something that provides a bigger challenge. Yeah, now Necro Answer. Now this is called a 245 instat, so it's going to be easier for it to resist the effects of the orb. Mind my damage because I'm currently using a mid-offensive armor without any sort of damage boost, so damage can be quite low. Now as you can see, it works on the monster as well, despite the fact that it's got a it's got a pretty massive instat. So I'm guessing this is completely based on a save. I'm not sure which stat it is because so far we haven't gotten any info submissions regarding on how the item works. But even if you don't want to use the effect, even if you're going to use it against regular monsters who have no mana, it's still worth it solely for the intellect and MP boost because let's face it, when you're farming you need as much damage as you can get, and it definitely works for hybrids and mages, especially polar mages, because the 67 MP upkeep isn't going to affect your damage or your usage of skills or anything of that sort as much. And well, you can definitely use this against a Rindy Undying in the first turn, so you can block out his MP, and once you wear him down, it's pretty easy to take him out, and I've actually managed to do it. But I don't have the file right now with me, and yeah, that's about it. And thanks for watching.